believe three main important things are driving investors today to adopt new technology. One is the natural evolution. You know, the industrial sector in Saudi Arabia have been built in the last 45, 50 years with a very strong base of competitiveness. So we have almost no protection whatsoever. It's an open market, so we are really competing with the global players in every industry we are playing in every product. So that competitive approach, that mindset is driving investors to always look at new ways of how to become more efficient, less waste, less labor-intensive application, less space, and so on. And definitely, the advanced manufacturing, the AI, the 3D printing, so these are technologies that are being looked at by different investors to ensure that they are also up to the challenge and being able to compete globally. Secondly, I think with our vision 2030 and with our industrial strategy, we are more and more realizing the value that this disruption, if I can call it, is creating. As His Excellency was mentioning, now we have so many opportunities that were not available in the past. If I give you an example of scale, in the past, certain industries, you need to have certain scale to be profitable, to be able to compete. Today, scale is no longer an issue with so many different applications as a result of the technology and so on. So the second pillar is how we are as a country directing the sector to move in different investments, in different applications. And this is driven by the vision, it's driven by the industrial strategy and the overall different strategies that complement the industrial strategy. And finally, the enablers. And I think that's key, and that puts great role on governments that has never been the case in the past, where governments are required to ensure that the right enablers is there. So from infrastructure to training to financing to the right ecosystem of regulation and so on. As a combination, that is where we see these three elements working together to push, not only to push the investor, but also to create the right opportunity for investor to move in innovation, in new technologies, and finally, the ecosystem that we have created, or we are creating now in Saudi Arabia, which is the RDI ecosystem that will ensure that whatever we are doing also is going to improve our ability to create our own innovation, our own technologies in the future, building on what we are doing today.